So you've been publishing in-house now for 20 years?
At least probably 22 years, yes. We became publishers through trial and error, and we got stuck into a certain formula because we weren't exposed to different types of publications. The publication in 09, 010 went from revenues of approximately 40,000 and took a dramatic drop with the recession to about $28,000.
Mm-hmm.
In that time, and let me step back and go back in the 80s. The publication was doing, says it was doing $50,000 or $60,000 when we had a publisher,
mm-hmm.
but we were worried about it getting published. Our revenue at $50,000 was maybe $4,000 or $5,000 a year because we were getting the typical 10% of the sales.
Right.
We took it in house. We're getting a greater percentage of the sales, a greater net of the sales, but the revenue year after year was dropping.
On that $28,000, the Chamber's profit was $5,000.
Right.
Which still, when you look at it from that perspective, is 19% of sales.
Right.
So in the model with the outside publishers that they're giving 10, 12% maybe, you were still making 19%. So
right.
It was still a very successful publication from a profit perspective.
From a profit, from a percentage of sales, yes, it was. But the amount of sales was a continually diminishing number because we weren't looking at the directory and looking at the directory of how we could reinvigorate it, bring out a different product, a different idea behind the entire project.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2010, we were looking at what we could do in 2011 to change things. I had gotten so desperate. I had brought to the board in 2009 board retreat for 2010 to potentially not even do a printed directory.
Wow.
And to do strictly an online one. The board said no. Okay? The board said look into different ways of doing it, which led to my research into publishers and different ways of doing it. I believe that Chamber Marketing Partners has a new business formula where any concern about money or having it published is in your hands as the Chamber CEO. The money is in your hands as the Chamber CEO. CMP has given us a new view of things. It's given us a new breath of air, a new way of looking at a publication, a new set of eyes with new features, new ideas, and the professionalism of CMP has really helped us that way. I believe their coaching, their professionalism with what I think a lot of chambers have a concern with, the bottom line, allowed us to have a great success. Our bottom line grew by 2.5 times. Our image grew by hundreds of times. We published it 3 or 4 weeks ahead of schedule. And the thing I can say, it's the first time in 23 years as a chamber exec that we got a round of applause for our business guide.